What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Exploring Disney podcast where we talk about all things Disney related. My name is Scott.
And I'm Savannah.
And we are the Exploring Disney podcast. So as always, you can find all of our social medias down below. Instagram, Twitter, all of that good stuff. We're doing audio only today. And why are we only doing audio, Savannah?
Because it's so hot.
It's so freaking hot. I don't like when my sweat's showing on the camera, because I noticed that with a lot of stuff is my sweat will show on the camera, so I don't want that to be happening. And two, it's just too hot to sit in that room. For some of you guys who have watched my content before, you know that I have a very, very small room, and yeah, I don't want to be in the small room with the heat, so we're doing audio only, which is just as good. Now we get to kick it and lay down and just relax and talk. So we got a couple of topics today that we're going to talk about. Some exciting stuff about Disneyland. Not a lot about Disney World, but some more exciting stuff about Disneyland mainly. So we're going to first start off with our first topic here, which is Orange County has been taken off the COVID watch list. So what does that mean for Disneyland?
That means that they should be able to get the go-ahead to open back up again.
Eventually,
obviously, but soon enough they could actually start thinking about opening rather than just staying closed and not have any hope for it to be opening soon.
And you know what that is they're in stage 3, right? They said that, or they were in stage 3, where stage 3 is when the theme parks can open up. That's what Governor Gavin Newsom said is theme parks can open up when stage 3 hits, and they were in the process of stage 3, and then obviously the whole COVID thing started to happen, like even more, because everyone started to go out on 4th of July, so that messed everything up. And then there's this thing called the watch list, where it was Orange County and other cities or other counties like that. And Orange County was a big one that hit everybody like, oh, we're not going to get a theme park opening anytime soon, which caused Disneyland to push back their opening date. But now they're off the watch list, so that means that Disneyland could be reopening very, very soon. We talked about this last episode. You know, when will Disneyland open? And I said October 1st. What was it that you said again?
I think like September 26th or something like that.
It was somewhere in the 20s.
Yeah.
One of those odd dates. And I was arguing the fact that I just think it's October 1st just because it's just a good day to do it on. Wait, when's the Labor Day? No, Labor Day's coming up this week, huh?
It's the 7th.
The 7th?
Of September?
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought it was sooner. But I thought it was... Oh, wait, no, because what are we, on the 24th that we're recording this?
Yeah.
So that's next week? Or is it 2 weeks? You're looking at me like I'm stupid.
I don't know, I just know it's on the new schedule.
Okay. So September 7th is Labor Day. September 7th is the exact day, right? Not just around there?
I'm pretty sure September 7th is the exact day.
Okay. Well, anyways, I was saying, what did they open on Labor Day? But I doubt that. That'd be too crazy.
That'd be stupid.
Yeah, that'd be way too crazy. But I'm gonna still stick with my bet, October 1st. Do you want to stick with your bet?
Yeah.
September 20th?
Mm-hmm.
Or 26th?
Yeah.
Or 28th?
One of those.
Yeah, somewhere in the 20s. I think that's a safe bet. Watch us both be wrong. It's going to be November.
Definitely not.
It's going to be like November 2nd.
It's definitely going to be September 26th.
Not September 26th exactly. October 1st.
Watch it be exactly.
Watch, one of us are just going to get it exact.
I'm going to freaking cry.
What, because you predicted the future?
Yep.
Well, you manifested that chameleon, the Pascal from the Mystery Pin Pack. If you guys watched our Downtown Disney vlog or one of our recents, then you get that reference. Real quickly before we move on, if you guys are listening on Spotify, we have a visual version on YouTube, and like I said, we're filming audio only, but I'm still putting up pictures on the screen for you guys to kind of get the gist of what we're talking about. Or I don't put a lot of pictures, but I try my best to put as many pictures as I can that relate to whatever the topic is that we're talking about. And I think a couple of the last minute things I want to touch up on this topic is the fact that they basically have the park doesn't have full approval to open, but they can start the plans again to open. Because when I was there this past 2 days ago at downtown Disney, that didn't look like there was any social distancing markers, but they did start putting like all the plexiglass on all the turnstiles instead of just some of them. So I don't know when we're going to start seeing social distancing markers though. When do you think that they'll send out cast member emails? When do you think they'll start trying to train them?
Probably like next week, honestly.
I think we're going to see some breaking news.
Yeah, so I'm going to see some TikToks.
Some Disney cast member TikToks. They're going to be like, oh, guess what? I get to work at the Place of Magic again. Yeah, Disney TikTok is a whole nother level. Speaking of cast members, I didn't talk to you about this beforehand, but Disneyland and Walt Disney World cast members have been furloughed indefinitely. So what does that mean, Savannah? What does furloughed indefinitely mean for the viewers at home that don't know what that means?
Until further notice.
Yeah, so it's like
you don't know when. Like there's no date. It's till
indefinitely.
Yeah, whenever.
Yeah, so it's exactly what Savannah said. Like, you don't know. It's until further notice. So that is concerning, and my heart goes out to anybody who's affected by that. But from what I saw, it was like non-essential cast members. So similar to like where me and you work at, it's only essential employees that are there right now. Mm-hmm. So what's a good example of something that's not going to be open at Disneyland when they open the parades?
I was thinking like some of the little carts that they sell, like not like obviously churro carts will remain open, but some of the like frozen lemonade carts and stuff.
You mean the pulley ones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the ones that they pull
with like ice cream and stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. Probably. Well, see, I feel like no, because then they just cut labor. Because I was gonna say if they're cross-trained, then they can just move into a different location, but I doubt that. I doubt that will be the stance. So another one I can think about is like the
shows, like Frozen and PhilharMagic, and that's the only two I could think of.
Wait, did you just say PhilharMagic?
Yeah, is that not there anymore?
No, it is, but like, I think that they can still run PhilharMagic. I mean, there's no employees like actually performing. It's just a theater.
I know, but I don't think they're gonna open it right away.
You don't think so?
No.
I think that if they can open everything else, they're gonna open.
They're gonna have to make sure to like wipe down all the seats then after every show, and how they're gonna like you're gonna need cast members to do that.
Do you remember if those seats are leather or
They're like fabric.
Fabric, and then there's a wood underneath them, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe the Animation Academy. Will that be open?
Probably.
Okay, I'll ask you this.
I don't know.
Do you think that out of that little area, besides the Anna and Elsa meet and greet, because we know that will probably not be open.
I think that's just the area itself is gonna stay open, but all the little attractions inside of it's gonna be closed.
Ooh, actually, that's a perfect topic to talk about. Is what when I forgot to ask you this last podcast, but when they finally reopen, we know that there's this thing called a U-break area or like a rest area.
Oh yeah, that'll probably be one.
Yeah. So like, I want to know a couple of the ones that you think will be U-break areas. Cause I get a couple in mind.
You can't put me on the spot like this. I can't think.
Well, see, that's why I'm trying to process. That's why
probably the place in Disneyland, where that one show is at. When you're going to Toontown, I don't know what that show is called.
Oh,
like the Magic Pen or whatever.
Oh yeah, Mickey's Modern Map. Mickey and the Magical Map.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
I think that'll be one.
It's been a while since I've watched that show.
Because there's like not really anything that goes on there really besides that one show. But that only happened for like a couple months, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's always going on. It's just one of those things where it's sometimes they'll just randomly stop for like 2 weeks or so. But the thing is, in Disney World, they don't have any theaters as the U-break areas, but Universal Orlando does. Universal Orlando has like 3 theaters that they use for the U-break areas. But then again, I guess we can make the argument.
Oh, what about the one in going into Tomorrowland where we took those pictures? Do you remember when we were going to Space Mountain where we took those pictures?
Oh, the old
on May
Starcade on the side of.
Yeah, on May 4th or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that one. Well, no, that one will work.
Why?
Okay, I'm glad that you didn't pick the one that I was gonna say, which
Why?
is the launch bay. They have launch bay as a break area in Hollywood Studios. Why not use the launch bay? Like, that's a perfect one.
I didn't even think of that one. I thought of all the other stupid ones besides the obvious.
When you were talking about going into Tomorrowland, I was like, oh damn it, she's gonna take mine. But I think that launch bay could be one. I want to say, oh, you're right. This is hard when you're on the spot. Okay, we'll talk about the animation building, like we said. What else? I'm trying to think. I'll start off with just Disneyland. Where is there bare areas in Disneyland that aren't being used? What if they don't run the tiki room? That could be one. If they just put tables in it.
I don't really see that being one.
Well, the ones in Disney World are just kind of weird, and I feel like Disneyland, they're only going to have like 2 in each park. They're just going to be extremely big. So, for example, you're right about the Mickey's Magical Map. I think that'd be a good location. And Launch Bay, those 2 are huge locations. But realistically, where else can they put them? Like, can you think of any other place?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
In Disneyland, at least, I don't think so. And I know someone in the comment section will probably say differently, and we'll just forget about it, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of, like, an empty place that's not really used for anything. Like, Launchway is literally, like, the only place I can really think, like, oh, yeah, that place is, like, has nothing, you know?
Is there a catering place at Disneyland? Like, where they do banquets and stuff?
I don't think so. Not that I can remember.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Okay, so if you guys know any from Disneyland that, like, you think would be good rest area stop, then let us know in the comment section. And if you're listening on Spotify, come over to YouTube and drop your suggestions on the YouTube. But DCA, so DCA would be the animation one. Oh, you know that building where they had Dr. Facilier for Oogie Boogie Bash?
Yes.
It's right on the side of Monsters. That's a perfect one. If they don't put on PhilharMagic, then that could be a good one too.
And then I feel like it's all on that one side of the park.
The Hollywood area is definitely the perfect place to put all the U.S. areas. But I feel like they need one on the other side. In the sun, but I'm trying to think where they can put one. I don't know. I guess they can say it towards the corner of the Paradise Gardens Park area, maybe underneath Mickey's Symphony Swings. That'd be a small one, but it'd be a good one because it's in the open air and they can social distance some tables. It wouldn't be a big one, but they can social distance some tables across the water underneath Mickey's Symphony Swings. You know where they usually have the AP corner at?
Oh.
And it's right on the water. And I guess then, guests can take their pictures with their mask off there too if they wanted.
That's illegal. What are you talking about?
Well, not in the U-rest areas.
I guess.
Yeah. So there's more locations in the DCA park.
What if no, never mind. I was gonna say behind Grizzly.
Where behind Grizzly? Oh, you mean that long trail?
Yeah.
It could.
Honestly, everywhere. There's so much open space.
In DCA.
Yeah.
Well, because if you think about it, like I said, Disneyland doesn't have a lot of room. So they're going to need to make space for these U-rest spots because you need to have them. You can't have the whole resort just, you have to wear a mask the whole time without there being any U-rest stops at all because it gets hot there. And yeah, you'll be able to take them off when you're eating and drinking, but 1, you're going to have to be stationary, or 2, you're going to have to actually be at a restaurant sitting down.
And not everyone wants to bring money to pay for that food in there when they could just bring their own food.
Well, yeah, and then you're going to also have people who are just going to, it's going to be overflowed with people trying to just sit down and take their mask off. So I feel like they got to make more room for it. Moving on from the topic, it's any last minute thoughts on Orange County getting off the watch list?
No, sir.
No, sir. Okay, so we'll move on to our second topic, which is also about the resorts slowly starting to open up a bit, and that is the hotels are potentially reopening very soon. And by very soon, I mean September 16th soon. So we all know that there have been cancellations going on um, for hotel reservations, and I think what it is they were canceling reservations that were already made pre-COVID. I think that's what it is, and that's why they just keep getting cancellation after cancellation after cancellation. Because now I actually went on the Disneyland website this morning, and I was looking on there, and you can, for the Grand Californian and for Paradise Pier Hotel, you can make reservations for September 16th, and for the Disneyland Hotel, you can make reservations for October 1st. So it is going to be interesting because these reservations have been getting pushed back and canceled a lot, but I think that they could be opening. Do you think that this is just a hoax, or do you think that this is an issue, or do you think that they're actually opening this early?
I mean, if they get the go ahead, then yeah, they're gonna open that early.
And I mean, like, I guess all.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, do you think that this is just. Like, do you think that this is just a Disney mess up, or, like, do they actually have plans and that's why you're able to make a reservation?
Oh, I think they actually have plans.
They actually have plans?
As soon as they get this go ahead, they're gonna open their doors.
Really? You think so?
I think so. I think it's been so long here. Like, yeah, they waited in Disney World, but I think, like, as soon as they get the go ahead here, they're gonna open.
I feel like it has been pretty long here. I mean, we're the longest out of any. At least from what I know, we're the longest Disney theme park to be closed the most. You know, the thing is about the hotels opening is what incentive will Disney fans have? I don't know why.
They don't even need an incentive. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you saw the crowds when I went this past couple days. Freaking line to get in.
Like, people in the Facebook group will say, like, they fly from wherever they live just to go to downtown Disney.
No, they don't.
Yes, I promise.
There's no way.
I've seen more than 10 people and, like, 20 comments saying people are thinking about it. Some girl posted today, she flew from Minnesota to downtown Disney to spend the day there because she was missing Disney.
But why?
I don't know.
Okay, that is my question. Is like, I'm going to downtown Disney. We live close, right? It's fun just to go out and have fun, eat, do whatever. Go to World Disney, check out the new merch and stuff, right? We're just going just to go. I don't understand for example, I got there at quote unquote rope drop on, when did I go? Saturday was when I go. And I got there thinking that there was not going to be a lot of people there early in the morning because it had been open for like a month and a week or whatever it is. But it was like opening day. None of them were going. None of them were going to World of Disney. None of them were going to a specific store. They were just going to walk. All in their Disney gear, like they were going to the theme parks.
Literally, I'm telling you, when they open up reservations, they're gonna be all booked out, and it's just they don't need an incentive.
I'm just confused on why are Disney people like this? Like, is it just because we've been closed for so long, so everybody needs their taste of Disney? I don't get it. I mean, me and you are both Disney obsessed, but we're not obsessed to the point like that.
We fly all the way.
Yeah.
Just for shopping.
And no shame to you. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. I'm just confused. I'm just really, really confused on it, right? Because I don't know. I'm just confused. That's all.
I just feel like I would personally wait until a theme park opened
to
and
fly.
then do like all of it together, like downtown Disney, the parks.
Well, because I wouldn't
everything.
fly to Disney Springs when it was open.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's odd to me. And I talked about it with other bloggers and stuff too. It's like, why is it that so many people flaunt to Disney when anything Disney related opens up, even if it is just the shopping district? On opening day, an exception. On the first opening week, exception. But now, why are they all getting there super, super early and it's still the same amount of crowds? I don't get it. Really don't get it. So, do you think that it's safe for the hotels to open? I mean, because we just got back from a trip and we've stayed at a hotel during COVID. So, do you think that it's safe for the hotels to open?
Yeah, I mean, I think just because it's Disney, they're going to take extra precautions and stuff. And, like, in the hotel we stayed at, like, I felt pretty good. Like, they wait at least 24 hours in between all rooms when someone leaves. And they have, like, a whole cleaning crew there. So, I mean, I felt, like, pretty safe at our stay. And I think Disney would probably do around the same thing.
You know what's funny though is the fact that the prices are the same.
It doesn't matter there.
Like Grand Californian's still like $7.35.
Yeah, and people are gonna pay that $7.35 because it's Grand Californian.
Here's the thing, right? If the pool's open, if the restaurants are open and
That's
stuff.
what I was gonna say. I'm like, do you think the restaurants are gonna be open too?
Yeah, because I feel like if we had the money lying around like that, then I'd be like, screw it, let's do it.
No. I'd be like, let's go to Paradise Pier and stay there instead for half the price.
Yeah, but okay, and I guess I'm contradicting myself because we just talked about crazy Disney people. But
He is.
if I had the money laying around, I'd like to enjoy the resort for one night, not multiple nights. I like to enjoy the resort.
Yeah,
go down
when the
pool.
park is open, so we could take advantage of going to DCA.
Yeah, but think, how many times do we actually get to explore the whole resort? How many times do the Disney World fans actually get their chance to explore
I'll
their
fight
resort?
you on this one. So
I know you'll fight me on this one. But how many times do you think that they get to explore the resort?
as many times as they want.
But they're...
Just go. You walk around the resort. Easy peasy.
I'm talking about the hotel.
Yeah. You
Okay.
check in on a normal DCA day. You go check in. You do your thing, and then once you come back, DCA. Let's say you come back after it closes at 10. The hotel's still open.
Yeah, but you're going to look like a weirdo walking around. The
So?
pool's not open. The restaurants aren't open.
Okay, but the
What
the
if you only
pool's
get a
the only
massage?
thing.
Huh?
The pool is
What
the
if I only
only
get a
thing.
massage? The massage isn't going to be open.
The pool is like the only thing that you need the actual hotel visit for. The restaurants you can enjoy any day. We've eaten at Paradise Pier with no reservation staying there.
Okay, what you can't explore Paradise Pier. There's nothing to do at Paradise Pier.
Okay, but I'm just giving an example. Like
I'm
you like
just-
to say.
I know. I'm just saying, realistically speaking here, us exploring people, or at least me, because I'm different compared to you, is I would like to... I'd spend almost a whole day exploring the Grand Californian. Doing stuff. Not just exploring it, doing stuff. Like going to the pool for a couple hours, then getting a massage, and then eating at character dining. And then,
Oh, so you
sleeping
got
a little bit.
hella money laying around,
And
huh?
then that's what I'm saying.
know.
If I have the money laying around, then why not? But
So
you
go buy
can-
him a coffee so we could go make
yeah.
a video.
So if you want to donate, buymeacoffee.com/SoCalExploring. Help us out with those adventures so we can show you all. But no, if I had money lying around, that'd be something I do. Unfortunately, that's not the situation, at least for right now. And even I don't think that'll be the situation that I'll ever do, because once the theme parks open back up, realistically, how much of incentive do I have to do that? Unless, you know what I want to do? I want to do a day or a trip where we do, I know this would be kind of annoying to check in, check out, but Grand Californian, Disneyland.
Oh, no.
I'd be so down.
That'd be so annoying. I have to keep everything in my
If there's a way for them to no, that would be difficult, huh?
Like, okay, just take my mess I have in the bathroom with all my makeup and just move it over to the next one, please.
Okay, so how if we do once a week, 3 consecutive weeks where I'm not saying 7 nights. I'm saying 1 night in 1 week and then next week.
Yeah, but that's the same thing. I'd rather do the 3 consecutive days in, because that means I have to pack. I have a lot of makeup to pack. And then
It's the same
up.
with me, having to unpack everything and pack everything back up.
I'd rather do 3 consecutive nights than 1 night for 3 weeks.
Okay. All right. Well, we got off topic with this hotel
I
thing,
know
but
we
I
did.
like it. It's fine. I'm sure hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Last minute thoughts on the hotel's opening. Do you think it would get changed?
Maybe.
I don't think it will get changed. I think it will stay the same. I think we're getting an announcement very soon of them being the Disneyland Resort Hotel is going to be opening on September 16th. And then people are going to think that that's going to guarantee their reservation spot into the theme parks and then be mad when it doesn't. That's my honest thoughts on it, really. Because, what was it, Galaxy's Edge, that you got a guaranteed reservation?
Yeah, if you stay at a hotel that same day that you book the hotel for, you get guaranteed reservations into Galaxy's Edge.
So people are going to think that's the same with theme parks, but it won't be the same.
You don't know that.
Well, they said that for Disney World. So hopefully it's like Disneyland.
Okay, don't fight me. Continue.
Yeah, we're getting off topic again. Avengers Campus Quinjet thoughts. So, for those of you guys who don't know, the Quinjet was recently placed on top of the Avengers e-ticket attraction that is supposed to be debuting next year as a part of Phase 2, but it may be pushed back until 2022 because of COVID and everything. My initial thoughts on seeing the Quinjet, I was at first a little bit underwhelmed, not gonna lie, because I was like, it looked bigger when it was covered by the shots courtesy of Bio Reconstruct on Twitter. It looked a little bit bigger, and I thought it was gonna be bigger from the concept art too. But then, seeing other pictures of it and Josh tomorrow going and checking it out and stuff, I was like, it looks cool. What are your thoughts? Because you're not a huge Avengers fan, so you don't know a lot about it, so, it won't be too hard, but I just want to get your initial thoughts on it.
What is a Quinjet, first of all?
The Quinjet is a part of the Avengers universe.
I know, but which, who flies it?
Pretty sure it's the Avengers.
That's all of their thing?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. It looked kind of small, in my opinion. I feel like if I was... Well, I don't know. I feel like maybe it obviously looks bigger in person, but in the pictures, I thought it looked kind of small.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know. It just kind of looks like a normal plane for me. A
normal plane?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything real special about it. It just looks like a fancy little jet.
I wish they made it bigger.
Yeah.
I feel like if they made it bigger, it'd look 10 times better.
Yeah.
The detail looks fine. You can't really put much detail into it, but...
I don't know, I feel like I was just expecting something like the Millennium Falcon.
You were expecting something? Well, you should have known, you had to have known that you weren't going to
I was thinking of that one giant one that they were on, that Iron Man had to, fix the little thing.
Well, I'm pretty sure that was the Quinjet. They just made a minier version. Search it up right now. What jet did the Avengers fly on? Because I'm a fake...
I was thinking of, the base one,
I'm a fake Marvel fan if I'm getting this wrong right now.
I think you are wrong. I don't think that's what it is.
No, just search up what jet did the Avengers fly on.
Hold on, I'm just searching up Quinjet.
Oh, and seeing what the reasoning behind it is. Yeah, because I'm more into Star Wars than I am into Marvel. I'm a Marvel fan.
It just says the Quinjet is an aircraft created by Stark Industries and used by S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Avengers for transport and combat.
Okay, okay, I'm not wrong. I just thought it was going to be bigger. Okay, you bring up...
Okay, looking at the pictures and what it looks in the movie, I guess it actually does look pretty similar.
Okay. I never said it didn't look similar. I'm just saying it doesn't
Well, I know, but I didn't really know what it looked like.
Oh, okay.
So, for me, personally...
So, I just wish it was bigger because the building... it looks small compared to the building. I feel like they should have made it, bigger than the roof part.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, how good will the pictures look of it? I wonder if you're going to be able to get good pictures of it from the ground.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when I was talking about the size. If me standing on the ground looking up, is it going to look like a real plane or is it going to look like a little, figurine,
Yeah. Because I'm sure, obviously Disney is going to cater to picture taking too and all this other stuff. So, they want everything from a perspective to look really good. And like you said, standing on the ground looking up at it, how is that going to look? Now, we haven't seen it in person yet, but from what I've seen of that building, that their construction that has the Quinjet on top of it, it looks kind of small, the actual building, the ride entrance for the e-ticket attraction. What's funny is from the construction shots right now, it looks like they have no intentions at all at building anything behind that entrance besides the entrance. It's literally just the entrance and blank behind it. I still think, what can this serve as, since there's going to be no meet and greets, obviously, so what's it going to serve as? Just the facade to look pretty? So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they ever when they put the show building behind it, because right now it just looks like they're going to use it for nothing at all, especially since in this COVID world they can't do meet and greets, so that's really not going to be... They can't place a small building behind it and use it for a meet and greet experience because of COVID. You can't be up close and personal with the costumed characters like we see over at Disney World. And Avengers Campus, other than that, the Quinjet debuted, and I mean, that's it, really, right? You didn't see anything else from Avengers Campus related?
Nope.
Okay, so let's talk about something that I am heated about. You know I'm heated about this. It came out today. It debuted today, or the news broke out today. And that's the fact that, here, let me send you the picture so you can know what I'm talking about here, because you kind of just told me about it, and then I never sent you the pictures of it. Let's find it. Okay, so I'll give you guys some context to this real quick. They're opening up the former ESPN Zone to sell 65th limited edition merchandise, and that merchandise is they're enamel pins themed to like opening day attractions, hence the 65th anniversary. And I really want some of them. Actually, I really want most of them. Like, they have a Main Street Cinema, they have a Mad Tea Party one, a Mark Twain one, a Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, which I really, really want. And it's a shopping reservation system. So basically, you have to make a reservation time to go into the ESPN Zone, the multi-purpose building that they've been using for everything. You know, I mean, they used it for pop-up Disney. And you go in there and you buy the pins. I think it's only pins from what I saw. Did you see anything in your Facebook group?
No, but a lot of people were complaining how it's like a reservation. If you don't show up, you get charged $10
Really?
for not showing up. Yeah.
So you need a credit card when you make the reservation? Like, it's like the dining things, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Someone
so dumb.
posted a picture of it, and they're like, "Are you serious?"
That's so dumb.
Yeah. So it's not like a regular or just book it to come in. It's like, no, like, if you don't show up, you're going to get charged $10.
I guess, to be fair, they're trying to do social distancing, but at the same time, it's like, why do a charge? Like, it's kind of hard to talk about stuff like that because we can't talk about it from the business standpoint because we're consumers, you know?
Yeah.
We're the ones getting hit with this charge. We're the ones that are experiencing this, whereas Disney is just a business trying to do what's best for their consumers and trying to do what's best for the business.
Having the $10, though, it's going to make them, accountable, I guess. If they're not going to show up, then don't make the reservation, you know?
Yeah.
And, just have it, as a just in case. But for people who, are serious about it, but, might be running late or something, then get charged with the $10
then
and stuff, it's like,
them.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, I see it from what you're saying, but I'm pissed about it, right? Because they need to sell this limited edition stuff online, too. Like, the main attraction stuff they've been doing, why didn't they do these 65th anniversary pins with the merch pass online? Because it seems like that's been a success for the main attraction. Have you seen anything on that, if that's a success or not?
I haven't really seen much. It's just what I've seen is just that it's totally randomized. You sign up, you put your email, and then if you get an email or a text or whatever saying that you were selected, you have a certain amount of hours, or I don't really know how long, but a certain amount of time to go redeem your item and purchase it.
But are people genuinely happy with it?
Basically, I think so. I haven't seen really anything too negative about the merch pass, at least on my Facebook groups.
Yeah, see, like I said before, Savannah's the plug for the Disney Facebook group. She has all that news and stuff, so she's getting back to me on that stuff that I don't see. But I'm pissed about it. I wish there was an easier way to do this, because I really want some of those pins, and they're just gonna, reservations. It's like it started August 29th, I think, and ended September 2nd, and the reservations were gone within 30 minutes, and I didn't see the tweet till 25 minutes later, so I didn't have time to plan out when I'm gonna go and plan out the reservation, etc. And also, when I did go to try to make the reservation, when I found out that they were unavailable, it only let me add one person to my party, just myself. I wasn't able to add a guest. I was only able to add myself, which is really, really dumb. You're gonna make everyone make a separate reservation. Well, then what if you want to make a reservation with someone else, but that same time spot's not available? Just saying.
Yeah.
And you know what's really annoying is I know that they're limiting 2 per guest, but you're going to have the people that go in, the big groups of people, they're going to buy all of them, and then they're going to go and put them up on eBay and sell them for triple the price. So instead of $12.99, they're going to be $62.99 on, I know that's probably, my math's probably wrong right there, but you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. I'm just heated about it. Do you think that this was the right move on Disney, or do you think that they could have done it another way?
I don't know. With this, I feel like this is probably their only option at this point to really like try to make it as fair as possible. I feel like the merch pass should have been the way to go because you know not everyone can go to actual downtown Disney. You know, there's Disney fans everywhere, so I think they should have made it more available to everyone. Good point. So yeah, that's what I think.
Did I cut you off by saying that was a good point?
Yeah, now like I forgot what I was gonna say.
No, but that is a good point because what if there's people around who are in like Florida who want the 65th anniversary merch? They're not gonna come down to World of Disney. What was it again? It goes back to the topic of us being like people are flying from everywhere just to come to.
Yeah, but not everyone.
No, yeah, there are some genuine fans who just like want it, but they can't get it. You know. Mm-hmm. So I'm really hoping that it goes on sale on Shop Disney. They have plenty of stock. That's the thing is like. They can make plenty. They have the money. They have them.
Yeah, but then some people might want that to be limited edition. You know, like you have a pin. You're like, wow, look at me. I have this pin, and not the whole world doesn't have it. You know.
Okay, but it's like if you're gonna do a whole 65th anniversary line.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you have to put some pins that aren't limited edition there. You can't just be like, let me go and put out these limited edition pins, put no other enamel pins on. And that's it.
Yeah.
If you get them, you get them. You can have limit like with the Halloween stuff. They have the normal Halloween pins, and then they have limited edition Halloween pins. And those true dedicated fans who get the limited edition ones, you know, so be it. They have the rare ones, but they should just make it available to everyone. That's just my opinion on it. Since I've been pin collecting a little bit more, and I'm upset because I really want those. They're sick. We're moving on to our subtopics because we have, I have main topics that I've written down, which are going to be the main 4 that we talk about, or 4 to 5 for every episode now, just kind of structure it a little bit different. And then we'll have the subtopics that we don't need to spend tons of time on that we can just kind of glance over. So the first one is there's new mask on Shop Disney, which they're not new. It's the Haunted Mansion one, the Tiki Room one, the Small World one, right, is on there, I think?
Yeah.
Small World, and then Space Mountain one, or Tomorrowland, and such. And what size do they actually have it available in, Savannah?
Extra large.
Which we all know as adults, we need those.
Well, I stretched out a large.
Oh, yeah, tell them about your story, your quick story about that.
Well, because Scott bought the Mickey Mouse mask, and he didn't want it because it was too tight on his face. So I was like, oh, I'll take it. And it fit me, like, basically fine, but it pulled, like, just a little bit on my nose, and because I got, like, not pulled, like, just pinched, I guess, and I got a nose piercing. So I wanted to, like, kind of make it a little bigger. So I just sat in the car and, like, kind of stretched it out, and then I put it back on, and it fit fine. And then Scott tried it on, and it fit good.
No, it's true. So if you just sit there and hold them for, like, a couple minutes, don't rip them or anything. But would you say you popped one of the seams?
Yeah, I just popped one of the little seams on it. But it's good. Like, nothing's wrong with it. It's totally wearable still. I've done it.
Yeah, so
with a bunch of stuff.
If you buy the small size that you didn't mean to, try stretching them out. And maybe it'll work out because it did fit on me afterwards. Like, it still fit a little bit snug, but it fit better.
Yeah.
I highly recommend if you're an adult to buy the extra large though, nonetheless, because we all know with the sizing with the Disney mask it's just kind of weird and there's been so many issues. But yeah, the Haunted Mansion ones that recently sold out for adults are now available on Shop Disney, so that's cool. And they're actually
only in the set.
Oh yeah, I was gonna
with
bring
3 other masks.
So you had to pay the 4 for $20 price. You can't buy them individually, whereas at the parks you can buy them individually, which sucks. I don't think that in Disney World they have. I think they ran out too, from what I heard. And then they also have like a kind of a retro collection, right? Like there's a new Mickey Mouse retro collection. I think there was They definitely didn't look like the ones that they originally released, but they kind of had like a retro collection to it. I don't know. You guys will have to check them out yourselves. But yeah, there's new masks available. Some that have already sold out on Shop Disney, but for the 4 for 20 price, not for the individual price. Some Disney World stuff. Two last subtopics for Disney World. Spaceship Earth is leaking. So I wanted to bring this up only because we know Disney World and their issues right now with the boat sinking and everything. Well, now, as reported today, you know how Spaceship Earth is in the Epcot Ball?
Yeah.
So, right before you walk through the entrance of it, there's a leak just nonstop on top of guests. And it's just like one of those things that's like, Disney World, what else, you know? I just thought that was a funny topic to bring up.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. Another subtopic. Will Walt Disney World crowds stay the same when school starts? Because we all know that school has recently started for most people. Now, this particularly applies for the weekends, because we've seen that weekends have been extremely busy at both over here at the Disneyland Resort for Downtown Disney and for Disney World. So, do you think that these online schools will have any effect on the crowd level?
If it's online, no. But I think if it's in person, then like crowds are gonna go up because you're gonna see like, oh my gosh, hey girl, like you're gonna see your friends. My bad.
Nice.
You're gonna see your friends, and then you're like, oh my gosh, let's go to Disney this weekend. I don't know. I think like for definitely the first few weeks when you don't really have real schoolwork, that's probably how it's gonna be.
Well, because you gotta remember, like the Floridians aren't the same as Disneyland people, though.
Well, that's what I think.
Because Disneyland people will be like, let's go after school because it's open till midnight. Disney World's like, let's go. Oh wait, there's only 30 minutes till it closes.
Yeah, that's true.
And I feel like Disneyland's just right down the street from everybody, whereas Disney World,
like there's houses right there.
Yeah. But if it's okay, because think of this, right? Florida, I'm pretty sure is going to open up schools. They're not doing online classes.
Yeah. So that's I don't know what they're doing, but I still think I don't think crowds are going to go lower at all.
You don't think they're going to go lower? You think they're going to stay the same?
It's the same, yeah.
Do you think they'll lower even just a tad? Actually, no. I'll
No, because I feel like the parents who like had kids are gonna send them to school, and then those parents, like if they like Disney, they're gonna go. So they're gonna make up for the kids whose parents won't let them go because it's school night now. You know what I mean? Or like they have school, so they have to do homework. Okay. I think it's just gonna stay evened out.
Okay, fair enough point. I was gonna say let's void that question out, but you did a good job at summing it up. Yeah, I feel like with Disneyland, for sure, it will be, the schools will have an effect on it. No, Scott, you're wrong. If Disneyland opens soon and there's still online school, hell no, will they have no effect on the crowds, because kids are just going to get done with their online classes and go right to Disneyland with the parents. The parents are like, you can skip online class today, honey. Hey, come to Disneyland with me.
Or they could just freaking take their online class to Disneyland.
Oh my god.
I've been on Zoom calls when I'm not home on my phone.
Well, and you see, this more happens with college students. You see college students sometimes going to do homework at like Disneyland or like anywhere. Like we see them at the zoo sometimes, like doing it. So that begs the question: how far are these crazy families willing to go to take their family to Disneyland to have them on their Zoom online class at the park? They're like, come sit over here, sweetie. Let's go eat at Hungry Bear. Stormtroopers just coming up to you like, what are you doing? This dude is so stupid. It's so dumb, but you can see it happening.
Yeah.
We'll go off the topic of Disney World and Disneyland and the crowds. I want to know your guys' comments down below. What you think of the crowd levels? Will they increase or will they stay the same once school starts in your area or in Florida in specific and California in specific? One last thing before we end this. Christmas merchandise has dropped on Shop Disney.
Are you freaking serious?
Why? Okay, so it's not.
Didn't Halloween just like drop like a week ago?
It's not the whole collection, but you know how they did like Halloween, where it's just like a couple Halloween things, like in the first couple days. They did that with Christmas. I'm pretty sure it's all old stuff, but like, why? Why are they doing it?
Actually, I'm okay. Cancel Halloween. Let's move on to Christmas.
Yeah, I know you don't like Halloween. I like Christmas. Christmas more. But that goes back to the rumor that I heard of like Disneyland's not having Halloween decorations up like Magic Kingdom is. So I guess that can play into that. I'm not going to spend a whole topic on that. It's just something to think about. It's weird. We're barely getting to Halloween. We're not even close to Halloween yet. But, this is the fall season, and I love my spooky season.
Spookity?
Spookity spook. Why are we putting Christmas merch out? Let us get past Halloween.
Can you not be a little buzzkill?
No. I love Christmas just as much as another person. You know me. I love the holiday season no matter what. But when you're putting out Christmas stuff,
because Halloween's canceled, sir.
No, it's not canceled. Halloween is not canceled, Savannah. When you're putting out Christmas stuff, not even in the first week of September, the last week of August, y'all are crazy.
Because that's all we have to look forward to now.
Everyone's like, by Christmas, everything will be done by. We can all relax and drink some hot cocoa.
Yeah, that's all we see on TikTok is Christmas
You see videos. Christmas TikTok?
All the time. How do you not?
I don't.
They're like, countdown till Christmas, the only thing to look forward to. Like, I literally saw like 4 videos today.
Oh my god, that's crazy. That is insane to me that people are already like getting hyped for Christmas. I'm hyped for Christmas too, but Halloween needs to take over first. I hope we get Halloween decorations. I don't know. But you know how we're going to get a Christmas season and a Halloween season? If you wear your mask and social distance between the people around you, the people who you don't know that is. If it's your family members and you're out in public, feel free to give them a hug and tell them how much you love them. But around other people, please social distance, because I know when Savannah and I go out to these places, it's really, really annoying when people are on top of us, not even 6 feet. They'll be like, 1 foot away? Just
like
in line.
Literally right behind us.
Yeah, and I feel like now more than ever, it seems like more people are on top of us.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or we just never noticed it before because of the crazy crowds that Disneyland had. So please social distance, wear your mask, all that other stuff. You guys have been listening to the Exploring Disney podcast, episode 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. My name is Scott.
I'm Savannah.
And we have been exploring Disney. I actually got the name right this time.
Wow,
notice
congratulations.
That? I know, right? If you guys are new here, subscribe with those bell notifications on. Follow us on all of our social medias. Link down below in the description on YouTube. And if you're watching or listening on Spotify, make sure to click that follow button on the Exploring Disney podcast kind of page. And wherever else you're listening, do the subscribe, follow, whatever it is. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there, everybody. Positivity is key. And most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.
Bye. Love you.